Hello everyone, it's Friedrich with War in the Pacific Admiral Edition. We are, what did I just see? I don't, anyway, it looked like maybe somebody took a base, but I didn't catch who took it. I wish the combat events showed more detail there. And of course he's bombarding as he's unloading at Port Moresby. We put our fighters back here for good or bad. Let's see if he right now he's just responding to our coastal guns, which we do not hit any of his ships, but he takes some casualties here on unload. All right, shouldn't be any night action from us. And this just says bombarding, so these guys may have come in. I hope they don't destroy our fighters. We just put a bunch of fighters here. Shoot. Yep. That's what I was worried about. I just put him there. He didn't bombard the first round. Okay. He's unloading here, but we're going to see if we can catch him with our subs and PBYs. All right. So we hit this cargo ship, and he lost a non-combat squad. 14 were disabled. 86 casualties. We received a disabled non-combat squad. Oh yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So although it looks like they're unloaded, but I sent the S-28 up here to see what was up. I figured he was coming here. It was just a guess, but it looked like the most plausible scenario. Yeah, we know where they are, boys. Nothing I can do about it, though. All right, bombing submarines here. All right, Lily's hitting our troops southwest of Tarakan. Sally's, ha ha ha, he did see our troops here. I was hoping he wouldn't see them because I'm trying to do this attack, and that might have disrupted us enough to make it not happen as well as I'd like. All right, so our sweep did not get in here like I hoped. Oh, frustrating. Things are just not. I mean, things are okay. There's a lot I cannot complain about, but this is one thing I want to complain about. We still get in there. We get to hopefully knock him out of move mode. I don't know. I mean, I don't see it. I don't know if we got enough in here to slow him down. But he is capping this, so he's long range capping, which, oh well, unless he took a CS or something with him. Anyway, I'm gonna push through here. Oh, we got one Catalina through, and we'll see what the bombs do, if anything. All right, nothing. So that was a waste. We'll put these back on patrol. As usual, bombing Kumak. That's just become kind of routine at this stage. But it's very uncoordinated this time. We did destroy Jake on the ground. No big deal here. And we're bombing his troops here. Some extra casualties, engineers. And 11 B-17s will hit Kumak again. This is it's about the same as the 8 bombers. So, all right. Honestly, I was debating moving our fighters back to Port Moresby. If you watched the last video, I was debating it, and when I got off, I thought, if he was going to bombard, he would have already, because he usually bombards before he drops troops off, and I made a mistake. I should have left it clear. Man, it's better to be safe than sorry. That's a lot of planes to potentially lose. I mean, maybe we have some turns before they capture it, and we can repair those planes and get out of there. I wonder if those Hurricanes won't fly because they know they're about to go home, and they don't really care anymore. They're not here to fight the war. All right, so what our PBY couldn't do, the S-28 is going to go ahead and see if they can do it. But right now it's just firing 30 cals, so, the 4-inch, so. We got a torpedo into it as well. But yeah, it looks like they've unloaded already, unfortunately. Now, maybe they didn't unload all the supplies, so that'll still be a nice little boon. So this bombardment really weakened our guns. We're not firing as many, so. All right, so here comes the bombardments back and forth. 19 casualties, 2 disabled squads. Malang, yeah, that's not gonna hold up. Also, I bombed this airfield, or so I thought. So he's bombarding us. Last turn we bombarded him to decent effect, so he's bombarding us. But he took the brunt of that. 1 vehicle destroyed, some things here beat up. We do have AT guns there, by the way, so. Alright, so we're starting to really get into his meat here. And I think it'll get worse. We'll bring over the first amphibious corps. Yeah, check this out. We're going nowhere fast. We took a lot of disabled, a lot of beat up. He's not prepared, and terrain helps him. Somehow we got in here 43 to 22, which became 10 to 7. Fort level 0, but it just wasn't good enough. We're bombarding him in reply here at Port Moresby. Let's just take a look at the final results here. Wow, this is really tearing into his troops. I think he's going to have a hard time doing an attack on us. I'm surprised he hasn't bombed. He might this coming turn, though, because he sees all of our damaged fighters. And now would be the time to bomb. I may bring in the best fighter pilots to crew those fighters, though, and say, you know what? We're going to max out what we can. I don't know. I don't want to... Really, this game, to me, isn't about min-maxing. It's about having fun. and I'm having fun with what I have. So, and I'm training for sure. Don't get me wrong there, but just not wanting to do the best of the best of the best every specific situation. But I will be right back to do an analysis. Okay, so I did the math, and we actually gained a few victor points on this turn, but this wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Probably we repaired at the end of the day a lot of what was damaged by his bombardment group. And so, look here, we brought 24 fighters over, and we lost one here and two here, because 24 is what we brought, and we lost 0 here, and I don't remember, I think we lost 1 here, so really only 4 fighters on the ground here, I want to say. But let's take a look at the score here. So destroyed on the field 4, that's what I have. So total of 6 destroyed. He lost only 1, so that's pretty good for him. Let's see. Yep, two P400s. 1 Jake was lost when we bombed Kumak. P39, 1 on the ground. 1 Kitty Hawk on the ground. And then the Hudson and the Catalina air to air. Probably the Catalina from flying too close to the carriers here. But just before I accidentally make a mistake here, I'm going to turn this off naval attack. We'll flip it to naval search. We'll give it another aircraft, and we'll put it back up what it was. And by the way, I'm going to bring this one back down from 100 because, okay, now let's take a look and make sure it makes sense. We can bump this back up full. So, and it looks like they're overlapping a little bit, which is generally okay, but I kind of want to drop back a little bit so that we'll get a cover up to here, down to here, because it still overlaps, and there's a little gap here, but I don't think that'll be a big problem at this stage. It's not a big deal because it looks like everything's here anyway, right in here, and where our sub can keep an eye on these guys. So he'll attack this and take it for sure. His troops did make it ashore, but we're making him pay with his ships. Which reminds me, let's take a look at that too, by the way. All right, top pilots. Let's look at our losses. Four dead. Wow. I didn't know you could lose pilots on the ground with field destruction. Ship sunk. We may have only sunk one of these. The other one might have just been damaged. We got a torpedo in it, but it's sitting here on the port hex. Probably as soon as he takes it, he'll put it safely in port. Dock it. This is worth 7. Has a decent endurance and also can, can carry a small number of troops and has a little bit of cargo. This is a port capacity of 0, so I don't know what that looks like if he puts his transport in there. Maybe it's fine. They still can park it and work on repairs. This is what I wanted to look at up here. I think we captured that. That's what I noticed. That's so weird that we captured that. That is just so weird. Abda captured it. So wait a minute. I thought he kicked us out of here with his tanks. Did I miss something? Along. Why did I think he took it? Oh, fort. But still, 140. How did we hold against 143 tanks? Wow, that's a shocker. Well, and he doesn't have any engineers to reduce the fort, so we may be in here for a little bit until he brings some more troops or bombs us. I wanted to bomb this so badly because, see, now it's too late probably. He probably has engineers here. The idea was to destroy, like, obliterate this base. Yeah, airfield. Uh, airfield. Yeah, that should have gone. All right, well, all you can do is schedule an attack. You can't force it to happen. Yeah, that's too far for our B-25s. Okay, yeah. This just kind of threw me off taking that. Okay. So let's start over here like I like to do. I hope that's okay. And I think we turned off our recon, which is fine. I got what I wanted out of that. I think when heavy bombers, I think when we get our B-17Ds, see we got 5 here under, maybe we won't wait for all 5. We got 2 coming in a turn and then 1 coming in 3 turns. Maybe when we've got this, maybe 6 serviceable, roughly. Maybe we'll go and let's train for airfield attack, and let's do all. I think we have decent ground bombing, but let's just get it up a little bit more. We've got roughly 3 turns before I'm ready to go ahead and say, yeah, let's start bombing this. Maybe I'll keep checking the status of the maintenance, and when we're close to having, let's see, what does that look like? Click the wrong one. What does that look like? Right now, 15, we have 18 aircraft available. So let's say over 20. When we have over 20, I'll do the bombing mission. But when we're close, about a day or 2 off, I'll recon it once more or twice, just to make sure we've got the best visual so that when we bomb, it's actually effective. So yeah, that's about the. Now, we did not see any subs. Is he pulling his subs away? I doubt it. I don't see why he would. That wouldn't make sense. Now, I get if he puts them out here somewhere, but even so, we have our aircraft flying as wide of a radius as possible. So, I don't know. Plus, we even have active ASWs, so it could just be a glitch. Maybe it's bad weather. Like this, for example, thunderstorms, severe storms. This even here is extreme overcast. So yeah, that's that. So in the meantime, we're just going to be moving stuff as we can. I may, for now, simply disband that. I don't need it yet. Okay. Well, not going to jump ahead. I want to, but there's no reason to. This is so. Now we're down to 1 motorized support, and have we unloaded anything else here? No, still very slowly, and that's okay as long as KB is busy, which I know it is. I think we've got plenty of time to unload these ships. But look at this. Our airfield runway damage is 0. Now the airfield service damage is we're working on that now. Got a long ways to go. A long ways to go. But hey, you have to start somewhere, and that's where we're starting. So what I like to do is look at this and let's look at midway. Let's just take a look here. Yep, it's red. That to me indicates that this airfield is still problematic. Even so, I mean, it's kind of a gimme, but even though the runway damage is 0, because of the service damage, we got to get that down to 0 first. And I'm gonna estimate this is gonna take about 12 days. So I'm gonna say, between 12 days and 2 weeks. So that's okay. Got nothing but time, right? No, if he gives us time, we got time, but that's about it. So our battleships not only made it here, but they've already disappeared into the dock. Yeah. Now, see this? Only 10 days before the 6 system damage is fully repaired. But we got so much major, we're just going to flip it to shipyard, and that's that. So, yep. And he is not upgrading, at least not yet. So, okay. Yeah. Oh, looks like this needs some attention too. Yep. All right. So just wanted to make note of that. I'm pretty excited. I don't know why. I'm pretty excited about that because it means, what does it mean? Oh, yeah, disband so you can get properly upgraded as well. Okay. Yeah. So it's just cool to get those Pearl Harbor battleships in there, to me anyway, for that repair that is very highly needed. Yep, slowly trudging on. So far, so good. No sinking. Yeah, so we only have 3 more badly damaged battleships, and the Maryland is the reason this is so high is because of all this stuff that's in repair here, or upgrade. Which reminds me, I like to flip the destroyers to pier side if it'll let me. I did that with the West Coast, but I think I forgot with, let me just double check that it's still doing okay with that status. Yeah, see, I flipped these to pier side and it's still plugging away. So I'm going to do that at Pearl when I can, because that way it may or may not still affect the battleship status, but it'll have less of an impact. Okay, so here's what I need to do, guys. This is what I was going to say, but I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. We've got destroyers from various parts of the area, basically heading back to Sydney, because I'm ready to do, I've got the Colorado has been repaired, and I mean, it didn't need major repairs anyway, but I like to top it off every chance I get, so it doesn't get too out of hand, and then we have to really wait for it to repair. But the goal is to bombard this again. The idea, in my mind, right or wrong, and I'm sure I'll learn quickly enough, right or wrong, the idea is to hit this as often as I can, beat up the supply, beat up the troops, keep them from repairing this, all those things. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to keep doing it as long as our stuff, look at this, look at this, look at this. He is retreating, guys. Okay, he's tired of taking a beating, and he's not doing anything to us. Oh man, I wish I had extra stuff. Maybe put something here, block not only the retreat, but the supplies. But he has so many troops here, and I'm sure here and here, he'd squash it anyway, whatever I could put here. It's okay if he moves everything here, stacks them up. If he wants to withdraw them, even better. That's fine with me. I wish I could do an attack, but I really don't trust my ability to attack right now. We do have an artillery regiment that is starting to move this turn, and in 2 turns it'll be here. If he has these guys on move mode, between our bombing and our bombardment, it'll put him back in combat mode. So that'll keep him from moving too fast. However, this is a nice row. Oh, maybe that's why we're carving him up, because he's on move mode. But this is a nice road. He's going to move anyway. And I think what I'm going to do is just stay here for a turn or two, a day or two, or maybe I don't mean that literally. I just want to see what he's going to do. Then what we'll do is we'll recon up and down here, make sure we know where he's going. Is he going only here, for example? Is he going to be like here, waiting for us to do something? You know, here. I just want to keep an eye on him, and that's exactly what I'm planning to do. So, but in the meantime, I want to, and I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to make sure I get everything quite right. Get the Colorado in here, grab whatever destroyers are available, and then just set them to here to bombard. I might do something that I learned just recently. I don't know what, I'm sure I knew this before, but I learned it recently. I'm going to do surface combat, okay? And we'll set it to Kumok, and then I'm going to watch it every turn. And when we get close, then I'll set it to flip it to bombard, because I don't want it to get up like here and stop and then go. I want to be in control of that. Plus, the other thing I'm afraid of is that he'll and also when I bombard, I'm going to do remain on station. In fact, I'll do that right now just to make sure. But yeah, when I get close, make sure I set the planes to recon, all those things. We got all that set up. Got destroyers coming. See that heading to Sydney. It's all good. Like I say, more troops coming. We're gonna incessantly bomb this and the troops here. So yeah. Also, I mean, all this is fine, and I'm kind of excited about the possibilities here. But it's all like, it just feels like it's just so slow motion. I mean, the game is, I love the game and I love the pacing, but I just mean, like, I want to unload here. Oh, I have to wait 3 days or something. It's just, I want it to be yesterday so I can keep pushing, keep pushing. But it's great. It's good. Just one motorized support left, and then we'll get these supplies offloaded, and we can get out of the way for more troops coming. So, but this is going to help a ton. I'm really glad this came first. These naval support will just help unload really fast. Actually, did we already get? Okay. I'm looking for the first amphib corps. Yeah, we do have it here. Okay. So this, I keep thinking the generalship of this guy here, I might not understand this, but his radius is 1 hex. I keep thinking he's making these bombardments more deadly, but it could be also his movement. I don't know all the factors. Luganville should be this turn, as well as this group should be there. Oh, wait. 30, I don't know. Maybe it's because of these are messing with it. But I'm going to do remain on station just in case. I don't know what Oh, well, it's unload. I'll let it go back. I do have it return same route. Maybe that's why. Let's check this one. Remain on station. I just thought of something. Is this going to... all right. These are remaining on station, right? Yeah, because the goal is to pick up not the 811th, but the 810th EAB, pick that up and bring it to Indeni, okay? And so we'll try to do that ASAP. I don't want to lose time because, again, he could get air units in the area quickly and would be in trouble. So I want to reinforce Indeni quick. But why? Let's see. Okay, Noumea. All right. That's why this is remaining. I want this to remain on station because he's going to pick up the 164th Regiment and take it back. This battalion or remnants, actually I could pick up with air units technically, but yeah, or this guy. We'll get it. I'll figure it all out, but we've got a few turns before these unload and do all the things that I want to get done here. But I just wanted to take a look here. So I'm debating. I don't know if he's going to bombard again, but I might. I'm not feeling it either direction, honestly. Not feeling which direction I should go. I'm going to leave, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I feel like an idiot for bringing them here so that they could just be beat up, like trashed. So that was a huge mistake that I won't let myself off the hook very quickly. So we brought him here, got him beat up, and now we're pulling out before they even have a chance to fly. But here's the problem. The fatigue is starting to get up there anyway. I feel like I don't look at all those battleships. I don't know if that's right, but also his bombardment might not have been thorough. And if he has these guys on remain on station, he may just bombard again. And of course, he has plenty of bombers. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure if I know where KB is. It was here, but now I don't see it. Like they had well, the last time we saw it was in this area. So technically we haven't seen it recently. But yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, look at that. 6 torpedoes left. So basically they've used half their torpedoes in this little raid. But I have them set to patrol here. When they run out of torpedoes, they'll go back for more. I have an idea. Let's set your home to Darwin. And because I think that's closer. So 22 as the crow flies, 33 as the crow flies. So yeah, we'll just go here and replenish. But yeah, we got a lot of subs coming here to refit, and trust me, as many subs as I can get my hands on, I'm going to bring them right here. All right, so one more thing I wanted to look at for sure. So he's got a task force here for whatever reason, I don't know. But this shock attack did not work. And we have it on again. And I'm going to do a deliberate attack this time. So we'll see. Really, if I stay defensive, he's not going to attack me. And then these guys will just die from lack of supplies. So there's no point. I'm I'm just going to keep attack until something happens here. Maybe my troops fall apart, I don't know, but yeah. All right. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, there's a lot going on, but at the same time, so our aircraft, everything here seems status quo. I don't feel comfortable bombing this just yet because of his, he's probably got cap here. He's not sweeping, otherwise we would have fought him. I could bomb Buna with my Townsville heavy bombers. Of course, we got several under maintenance, so I probably won't. But yeah. So, what to do? I did confirm this is going to be bombed, I hope. The airfield. We could technically bomb the ground troops here, but with what? Oh, I know. These guys, I'm going to do that. Ground attack. And and we'll do 8,000 is fine. Maybe I'll they don't, the machine guns on these aren't necessarily overpowered or anything. So I'm gonna do 8,000. 1,000? Is that absurd? Well, low G or ground. Okay, we'll do 2,000. Okay, and set all DB7Bs. All right. And we did bomb this, and our tanks made it here before he did. Ha ha! And he's going to do a shock attack across that river. Oof. I think that's going to be epic for both. I think that's going to be intense. But this is times 3. If he doesn't notice this, that's not going to be fun. Now, we lost a bomber here. What am I doing? I just wanted to stand down. Probably clicked the wrong thing, but, that's okay. We can train because our fatigue doesn't seem to be too bad other than what's, I'll just leave it. It's fine. So we got decent ground bombing, actually. So I just wish this was a bit higher, the defensiveness. So, but we'll fly training, maybe get these two guys up a bit for at least a turn. It's fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this settings. And still no movement here. I don't know if he's got his detection is not as high as usual, so he may not notice that we have less tanks or may not be as confident. And I don't know the detect. Honestly, it's hard to know the detection level because look, I'm looking at the enemy and I don't see it. Right now, actually, when you look at a base, I think it shows you detection level. Right? Yeah, it does. See, 9 of 10. So if he's looking at my base, he's looking at 5 of 10, and maybe he's, okay, well, let's say it's saying I have a 50 AFEs, for example. He may say, well, that's faulty information. So, he may not now he may not see this armored brigade. I wonder how. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to look at this and see what his level of detection is here. I certainly don't know my level of detection here. But this is going to be a bloodbath, possibly. Possibly. I mean, just the fact that it's shock attack is making me think it's going to be a bloodbath. All right. So we've got troops like lining here, and some that are released and not restricted are going to be filling this line here, because with him crossing here, I'm guessing he's got a plan up in this area, and which means his long-term goal is probably up here, maybe here, or maybe simply to come in here and hit China from the south. So we're just trying to prepare for not all eventualities, that's impossible, but for at least for the most part. All right. The problem, by the way, just to look at this again, the problem with this hex here is whatever happens, I won't be able to counterattack because of the terrain will also then be in his favor on the defense. Ooh, I wondered when that was going to happen, and boom, there we are. It's okay. We're as ready as we'll never be. And level 3 forts. Man, this is slow. Have we been at 3 for weeks now? I don't know, but yeah, I'm not even stockpiling supply because this keeps making it. Now, is it making enough for the troops we have sitting here? I don't know, but I'm not going to worry about it. We have brought in extra supply here, and I think we're good for in the event that he tries to cut us off. So far, I'm sticking with this plan of just holding out. If it looks like he has a pincer going up this way and down this way, I'll probably just say, well, I guess I'm stuck here, and I'll be content with using up these supplies and surviving as long as I can. But yeah, it looks like it's static everywhere else. This is the only movement I've seen in a long time. He's adjusted a little bit up here, but otherwise I haven't seen anything. All right, we're finally getting a little bit closer. See, we're making progress. It is slow going, and we still have 0 supplies, but we're not getting any anyways. But we're getting closer. I just don't understand how we can be so low on, like, barely surviving, and he's able to park here. I don't understand. That doesn't compute. And we're in rough, which is pretty bad, but mountain seems like it'd be even worse. I don't know. Also, let's look at road. Yeah, I mean, he's right next to that road, so maybe that helps. We're too far away. But I don't know. Maybe this guy's close. I don't know. So yeah, I think we're okay. I'm disappointed about my aircraft here, and I'm gonna pull them out. Again, I'm really kicking myself, honestly, but I think the play is to pull them out. Last turn, I thought the play was to fly in. He wouldn't bombard, and if he bombed, we would catch him by surprise. None of that happened as I had planned. And now, even if, I'm going to say this, even if he bombs Port Moresby next turn and does not bombard, I will be completely satisfied with my decision. Yeah, we've got all of our carrier stuff and even surface vessel aircraft flying here, preparing for what's the next operation. But see, destroyers. This is what I was talking about. I'm pulling these destroyers off of other duty destroyers. Destroyer. The goal is I just want to I may have a pack of 4 ASW following me or leading. Maybe 4 ASW will sit here. just whatever. Again, I just don't want to be surprised here when we get here by subs or in this area. So yeah. All right, guys. I don't know. If something doesn't feel right, like I missed something, um, but I mean, it seems like we covered. He's clearly invading up here. Nothing here yet. What else might I be missing? Um, it looks like he might have stopped going for these guys. These guys are still slowly moving. Maybe two turns and he'll be on this very slow road. I don't know. This took this proved to be a greater challenge than he expected. Northern Sumatra is quiet. Yeah, I mean, I think we've covered it all. Zamboanga, these troops were bombed. So, yeah, it looks like so far we've kind of covered things. Man, I wish my carriers were here. I could bomb that. Oh, man. But there'll be time for those various and sundry things. You're next, buddy. But yeah, got some things happening, guys. We'll certainly see some interesting things in the near future coming from him, and hopefully we're able to produce some interesting things as well. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to my rambles, and I hope it was interesting. We'll come back next time for April 8 turn resolution. In the meantime, take care. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye.